Whatcha guys, welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and I have a Let's Play for you. This time I'm going to play Wicked on the Amiga 500, and this came out back in 1989, and just a great game, simple as that. I just absolutely love it. It goes sort of over the head of most people, but once you spend a little bit of time in it, it really is a good game. Published back in '89 by Electric Dreams, and it was coded by Paul Norris. Graphics were done by Neil Strudwick, and of course the music, Richard Joseph, the man who brought you the music behind the Chaos Engine. So another great spooky soundtrack in this. Absolutely love it. I think I played it on the ST a couple of times, but it doesn't contain this fantastic organy creepy music. And the idea is basically the main protagonist himself has been sacrificed into a ring of fire because the evil forces have come to play, or Nick himself. And what you do is, let's just get straight on with it. This is what you do. You've got three types of levels here. Now the standard mix is a cross between, you've got your boss on each level, and you've got your spores. The idea is you have to try and kill off the evil spores, the growth. And the way you do that, you plant good seeds, the good pore. A bit like cancer. You get rid of the evil cells, get rid of the evil pores from sporing, and by doing that, you put good cells on them. That's the idea. So you've got two parts. You've got the boss you have to deal with, and the rate of the evil spores producing. Tactical bias is basically harder spores. They rejuvenate much more quicker, whereas the bosses are easy. Whereas arcade bias, the bosses are extremely hard. Whereas the evil cells, spores, whatever you want to call them, are reasonably okay. But we go for standard mix here. And what you do, God, I just love that music. It's so creepy. Listen to that. Under the watchful eye, the eye of infinity, and just watches every move you make. I love the animation on the eye. Gives it that extra creepy touch by that blood seeping out like that. Ugh. So there you go, you've got the 12 zodiacs. 1, 2, 3, you can only select the first three. You could jump straight to level 3 if you wanted to complete this game, which is no easy feat, and I doubt if you'll do it. You only have to really get 4 or 5 stages, but I've just about produced a long play of it, and I've decided I did every single stage, so you get to see the whole game. But this is a Let's Play. The pop-up for that long play will come up at the end of the video. So we're going to start with the first one. Easy level. Stage 1 out of 12. And each stage you have 3 sections. So the easiest is Scorpio. So you've got 1, 2, 3 here. You pick any one, it doesn't really matter. So what you do, you select that, and here we go. So we got the eye, we got the sun. So there's the boss of each level. So in this particular level, it's the spider. And now you have 8 tarot cards. And this one, as you can see, the sun, that gives you a little bit of invincibility. There's the good paws. I'm carrying a white paw around. You put it as close to the blue ones as you can. And there's a red one that just bleeps. You try and stop them by just literally running over them. The first stages are pretty easy, very easy in fact. There's another evil spore, you get rid of them. And the sun and the moon kick out, and again, here we go. We've got another one here, that gives you an 8-way, temporarily 8-way. You get 8 cards, and you've got a life bar on the bottom left hand corner there. As you see, it's about halfway up, and it's the gold is obviously your most strongest, whereas if you're down in the lower half of the grey, you become pretty weak. There you go, that's the first thing done. So the tarot cards, you get 8 of them altogether, and I go through them now. So that's the first stage, the first section of the first level, and there's 2 more to do before you complete the constellation. Now the cards, 8 different ones, and they are thus. The star is the best one, because when you collect a star, it will double your firepower. And if you collect the star again, tarot card, it will give you triple firepower, and that's the best you can do. If you collect another one, it reduces you back down to 2, so it's always best to get 3. The other cards are thus: the Sun gives you an 8-way, temporary 8-way firepower. The Lion, which you also saw just now, gives you invincibility for a limited time. And the Death card, if you know tarot cards somewhat, death is a sign of rebirth, so it's actually an extra life. And then we get to the other cards, which are a bit more dodgier. You've got a grey round symbol. Can't really call it much, but you'll know it's like a cartwheel, but it's grey and red. Now that reverses your health, which can be very good if your energy is almost right at the bottom. So once you collect that, it switches it around and the boss becomes extremely weak. Whereas if you collect it and you've got good energy, it will send you right back down the energy bar and you'll be almost dying. So yeah, that's a 50-50 card. But the 3 cards you do stay away from is the Hangman Noose. That reduces the time left. As the time gets near the end of the levels, as your time limit runs out, you start hearing bongs and they get quicker. The Death March bong, basically. And if it gets too quick, you lose your life. The level's dead and you've got to redo it. But however, if you're almost completing the level and that pops up, it might be a good chance to get it because it stops the evil spores from spawning, and that will be in your advantage to do so. You can complete the level much quicker. 2 cards you do stay away from: the Moon. If you collect that, the Guardians will home in on you like crazy, and you'll never get away from them. They just zoom in on you. Everything goes for you, so stay away from that. And the last one is the Tower of Evil. It's an upside down tower, and if you collect that, it will rocket the evil spores into life, and you'll have no chance, virtually, of completing that stage. These, as you can see, there's the star. That's what you want. I've got double firepower now. Brilliant. And there's a good pod, so we've got to try and plant that on the orange ones to make it grow over that grey. So it literally is like trying to defeat cancer cells. And that is an extra life. You can collect that, of course. You keep your double firepower. But other cards, if you collect them while you've got double or triple firepower, it will take your firepower away, so don't do that. So I've got 4 lives now. You start off with 3. There's another good pod. And there's another life. And there we go. That level's done. Easy. The first stage is a doddle. But once you get up to the higher constellations, you're going to have a lot of challenge, a lot of trouble. So as you see, Guardians are different. There's another good pod, but we can't plant it on top of it. We've got to bridge it, and I didn't see what that tarot card was. I wasn't concentrating. I could have picked that up, and then again, maybe it wasn't good. Put another one there. So you try and get rid of the evil pores and stop them from sporing, but it can get very, very tricky. As I said, on later levels, you don't want to see, I've got, that's the Sun, that's the invincibility, so we want that. We're trying to get this last blue one. There we go, easy. So that's level 1 done. That's the first zodiac sign completed. And there we go, constellation 1. And you've got to do that 12 times, which you won't do. It's ridiculous. So I was planning a long time to do the first long play of it, unemulated especially. It's not been done before, for years anyway. The game's too hard, but thankfully, luckily to Alpha 1, that's a shout out to him, he magically produced a trainer for me on my ADF, on my disc version, where I could skip levels with a mouse button. So thank you very much for that, mate. That was great help. I just couldn't get past the last 2 Zodiacs without that. So now look, I've done that one. It's blue, so you can't select it anymore. And you can go up to level 4 now. You can jump to those levels, but we're not going to do that. We'll well, actually, you know, let's do that, because it is a let's play. It's not a let's long play. So we're going up to level 4 now. Things are going to get a little bit tougher. Leo. So you can pick any one here. We'll go for that one. As you can see, there's a lot more blue evil spores. That's an extra life, but I'm not going to collect that because it's a let's play and I never finished the video off really. So, oh, there's a red spore there. I just missed that. Yeah. Sometimes it can be very hard to see the red ones. It's the white ones are easy. There's a moon. I've collected the moon now. And as you can see, I've got this thing clamped on me. And this boss is homing in on me like crazy. Look at that. So you don't want to collect that if you can help it. But what you do need the multi-way, the See, now that gave me good energy. I just collected that. My energy was low. And he's upset now, as you can see, a picture in the middle there. Sometimes it's hard to see the red spores, the evil ones. So you've got to try and get rid of that over there. Come on, tower, you do not want to collect that. In fact, I'll show you what that does. It completely makes the evil spores grow quicker. See, look at that. All my red is almost gone now. And you don't want to tie into him, because as you heard, it seriously drains your power. Another evil one. So the red ones can be a bit hard to spot. But this is a fantastic game. It just doesn't get enough appreciation. I think it was just too bloody hard to begin with. Hangman's Noose. Because yeah, it's just too hard. So we've got a bit of invincibility there. Evil spore there. Another good one. Plant it over there. So I'm trying to balance this video. Obviously, I don't want to go on too long because it's a let's play. But I'm trying to make you aware how good this is. That's a moon. You do not want that. That is what causes you to be followed by the boss a lot. So there we go. Not too bad, that one. Yeah. I just love the soundtrack on this. It's really good. So you've got to keep an eye out. There's a red one. Get rid of him. That's an extra life, but as I said, I'm not going to collect extra lives. Give me quite a lot of extra lives, isn't it, on this particular version? On this particular game. Again, plant them as far as we can to the evil paws. Oh, I nearly collected that by mistake then. You don't want that. That is not good. Get as close as you can to the evil cells and make them grow over. Oh, I didn't quite get to that one. Come on. Right, that's that side done. I really need a double or triple firepower. Oh, I've lost a life there. Some more good paws over there. That's it. There we go. Done. But it gets seriously hard later on. So just see if we can do this one and then jump up another 3 levels. Gotta love that tune. Richard Joseph, my hat's off to you, mate. See, the health's halfway, so it's not really worth collecting that. But you've really got to look carefully when you hear that tune, that little sound effect. It tells you there's an evil spore there somewhere, an evil cell. And you've got to really look for it because red's not the easiest colour to see in this game. See, it's getting much more busier now. Tower, you do not want that. The worst card of the lot. But what I do need is more firepower, and it's not giving me those firepower cards. Look at that sick smile he's got on his head. Oh, come on. Grow. Also, during the night levels as well, the later levels, the night cycles become much more longer, and you don't get as many bonuses. Go away! God, he's after me, that one. Listen, slight different sound effect with a good spores. They oh, I have that. They make a tinging sound rather than the evil spore sound. Come here, because I've got invincibility. It's just not. I need bigger fire. See, the evil growth is taking control now. I can't. Having trouble with catching up with this now. The trouble is, you've got to get these evil ones out of the way, stop them breathing. So I'm starting to lose the battle here. It's not giving me very good bonuses at all. Yeah, there's some good paws. I need some good firepower. Give me some Gives me some double firepower. Right, that one's overtaken. I'll have that because that's an 8-weight. That helps. That definitely helps. Look at that. Oh, that definitely helps. That was a good one to pick up. Oh yeah, that was a serious comeback. Look at that. You're done. You're done. Just this evil one there. Come on, go on it. You're dead. Gotcha. Hey, consolation done. See, I was really on the back end that time, and suddenly I made a huge comeback thanks to that sundial. So now we can go all the way up here, and that becomes seriously hard now. So what one is this? Taurus. As you see, look at all the evil pods there. There's a lot more of them. Let's just lose a couple of lives first. I do like that. There we go. That's the dead screen. Look at that. Blood. Rest in peace. And another cracking, spooky tune by Richard Joseph. And there you go. That is Wicked for the Electric Dreams back in 1989, and I really do like this game. I think it goes over the head of most people. Once you get into it, it's a really, really good game. It also came out on the Atari ST and the Commodore 64, but no other formats as far as I know. But it's a mighty tough game, and I'm going to be looking forward to bringing you the first long play, Unemulated anyway, of this. Thanks to that in-button, mouse left button press of that, and it helps me get through the later levels. Because trying to complete it without cheats, you've got virtually no chance. It's just impossible. Ridiculous game. Never came with cheats either back in those. Never any typing codes. Rock hard game. But I like it. I really think it's a great shooter, and it scored heavily back in the day. And Richard Joseph's tune here again is he's got 3 tunes in this game, and I think they're fantastic. So I say to you, go and have a game of Wicked on the Amiga 500. It is a corker, and I love it. And the soundtrack is brilliant. Very clever game. Very, very clever game. I love it. Okay, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed that Let's Play edition. Until next time, take care of yourselves, happy gaming, and please keep coming back to the channel. And if you haven't subbed, please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you have, please make sure that notification bell is clicked so you get notifications of my new videos. I would very much appreciate that too. Alright, until next time, Zeus out.